What happened last time, Rod?
Well, what happened last time is, well, Sage got a knock on her door, apparently giving a new task by her new employer, we'll say, as they requested that she watch out for the Count. Essentially, keep a lookout for his comings and goings and to inform them, as Ludmilla, sorry, informed her that in all but name, Count is the ruler, yes, but only the name, really. And his only goal right now is to keep him indoors at best. If he leaves, just let us know. He probably will be aware of what you are, but regardless, we need information. And as long as we have a cordial relationship, things will work out fine. Much to Sage's charging at the end of the day. As she decided to go and do her job. Going to meet the lovely Strahd in his study as he seemed to be reading along near the fireplace, seemingly not prepared to have company. As Sage tried to have a conversation with him and basically let him know that she is here for nefarious reasons in that regard as well. As they talked and got to know each other a bit more, and he revealed a bit more of, well, his story. Apparently, of well, is the fact that he is haunted by those he has failed, his past, about who he became, and his want to help, but knowing that there's only so much he can really do in this cage that he's kind of built for himself almost. As he took her along to apparently this place for some children. He's been helping out with the hag, we'll say, as she's been taking these children who parents sell off for one reason or another, and do dealings with him, ensure that the no harm comes to him. At least not what she used to do, which was more likely something with the bone grinder, at the very least. As he revealed to Sage that his fear really stems from the fact that he slowly or is losing emotions or the care that he seems to know that it centers himself. And as that goes on, who and what will he become? And he needs to ensure that doesn't happen before it's too late, essentially. As yeah, Sage talking with Count and figuring out more of the story that seems to be very much a tragedy in all. As Cheshire, well, back and looking out for Gertrude, apparently, as now she has been tasked with getting her back to the castle and essentially finding her a teacher or what camp she should fall into. As Ludmilla, sorry, talked about her own chances for her, as well as the fact that she has experienced, well, Gertrude's position as well, and has sympathy for that, and will give her a chance to grow into what works best for her. And yes, you can always give her to the one who originally gave her the task, which was Rohaden or Patrina, those factions that exist, that slow building of tension that's growing in the background, apparently. And, well, Cheshire heard them out, but ultimately decided, regardless, it's going to have to be Gertrude's decision, though she does have a sway with her in that regard. And regardless, it may have consequences as well, depending on which direction Gertrude gets led to, and allies and friends that Cheshire may lose or gain. Regardless, Gertrude seems to be her number one priority, as she went to Gertrude's house and sat down, and while Gertrude was afraid and uncertain about what's going on, Cheshire explained everything. How sadly that they found out about her and that things kind of fell apart a bit there, but there's a chance for Gertrude to be properly trained and have a future, and not just the axe for her neck, essentially. And Cheshire gave her the, well, information about those who would have an interest in her for one reason or another, and leaned more towards the spy master as a chance to gain more of a safety in that regard. And Gertrude seemed to be willing to hear her out and trust Cheshire with this. Xerxes seemed to be taking his way to another location, deciding to leave the Count's castle as well as the village that we started off, the village Barovia, which we started off, and made his way towards more greener pastures apparently with Ismark and his sister, Irina, who apparently Ismark has lost his position or given it up, not dealing with that bullshit anymore, and they made their way to the city where he has connections and friends. And one particular friend who seems to be willing to help him out as well, as they did encounter some strange beings who wanted to start some trouble, more than likely, offering Xerxes a chance to go back home if they turn in these lovely two humans, we'll say, as they themselves are something else, something beyond the mist. And Xerxes said no, and they weren't willing to fight a magical being of his caliber. Decided to make a run for it when things got a little bit too dicey, essentially. As they continue forward, even resting a bit before making their way to the city, though rest was interrupted for Xerxes, as while the other two slept, someone else came by. A strange woman, Asmar. Regardless, he seemed interested in Xerxes' gallant behavior and seemed to even be willing to ensure that he would continue to be his heroic self, no matter the cost. And whether that means he enjoys himself or not, she wants to ensure some entertainment. And Xerxes seemed to realize he's caught the eye of someone more dangerous, and she left after that, promising that he will not be able to leave, at least by her terms. As they eventually made themselves to the city and came upon the Walkner, Carl Walkner, a friendly fellow, bit of a whimsical, wandering heart, and big ideas of adventure and romance and such that his friend Ismark would grimace at, but he was a good sort, as he brought him to his home and his family, and they had dinner and things like that, and seemed to be offering safety and hopefully a chance to settle them in without discomfort, hopefully. As there was interest from their mother, Miss Fiona Walkner, who seemed to see a chance for Xerxes. A powerful mage is always important here, especially in this place, and maybe a chance for allies in this place of nobility and, political talk and all that. And I think as well, as we had a whole thing where Cheshire brought Gertrude back to the castle, as reassuring her that things are going to be fine, as Sage and Counts came upon them. A bit surprised, as Cheshire explained that she was bringing her towards the spy master, and it seemed Strahd wanted to talk with her privately, offering to walk her there without issue. Cheshire was a bit uncertain, but seemed that Sage was able to convince her to at least allow this. Though she will tell Sage that she trusts her in this regard, but she wants to make sure Gertrude is safe, which Sage understands, acknowledged, for the fact of the matter that Cheshire is a good egg, all in all. And I think it ended there. Xerxes at the family dinner, a bit more in the home of the Walkner family. Cheshire with Gertrude now in the castle, hopefully being taken care of, and Sage doing her duties.
I think, I think Sage and Cheshire were basically just hanging out last time.
Yeah, because Gertrude was getting settled by going to see the spy master with the count, and hopefully, I believe Cheshire wanted to talk to her a bit afterwards, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Settled in. So.
Why do you say it like that, Grant?
No reason. Don't worry about it.
I never do.
I'm not sure if there was any other conversations you two would like to have once you were basically alone.
Yeah, because I think Cheshire told Sage that Xerxes left, right? If I remember correctly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think Sage would like to talk to Cheshire, if that's all right.
Nah.
So, Magic Man has left, I assume, trying to find greener pastures and all that, but what about you, Cheshire?
Cheshire just shrugs. They don't need me here. Well, I'll explore, I guess. That's what I did before.
True. This time around, I think there's a lot more vampires than I assume your last exploitation.
Many more, yes, but no. I don't think I'll be killing most of them.
Yeah, that's gonna take some getting used to. And what about Gertrude there? Is she gonna be... Have they kept their promise?
In character, like, it's been like, I don't think it's even been 10 minutes since, like, Gertrude left.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, because I didn't know. I know you left to go get her. I'm asking, like, hey, did anything change in that time? Because I've been gone for a couple hours, I assume.
Yeah, she's referring to your whole like thing where you went into the town, got her here, basically.
Yeah, the thing that I'm confused about is that you were here when Shaw took her.
Okay, I was just asking. I was having Sage ask, like, hey, did because the last time I checked, I thought she was just gonna show up here. I didn't think she was gonna go straight to the spy master and things like that. So, but we can just go past that. If that's the case then.
No, I'm just confused because like Cheshire has learned nothing since she left.
No, she's asking, hey, what's the deal with Gertrude and the spy master?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't put it right. I made it more confusing for you. I apologize.
Yeah. Cheshire will just say, no. I was looking for Gertrude. Maribel talked with me and told me that others also would be interested in meeting with her, and well, spoke with her boss and well, left the choice up to Gertruda. Told her what I thought of the situation, but she made this choice on her own.
Well, that's good then. I hope. Just things have taken quite a turn.
They have.
At the very least, if you decide to go on your wanderings, just get a chance to say goodbye. Yeah.
If I leave, I'll say goodbye, but I don't know yet.
Very well. I won't hold you up too long then.
Fine. I'll see you around.
Of course.
The two of you break off. Is there anything any of you would like to?
Not for me. I can think of at the very least.
Yeah, not anything with Cheshire. I mean, probably ask. She probably talked to some people, asked around a bit to try to figure out, like, because she said talk of an invasion happening soon-ish, but like she doesn't actually know anything about that. No details, anything.
Yeah. Given the fact that you already built a bit of rapport with some of the actual soldiers, they would tell you that either tomorrow or in like at most 3 days. Why everyone's kind of on standby around the castle. But right now it's late at night. So.
All right.
It's time to go back to the doom spiraling. I assume, Xerxes, you wouldn't have anything. You won't do anything during the night, right?
I no, I go kill Fiona. No, just kidding.
Who knows? That may be the winning move. In the morning, one of the servants would awake you for breakfast.
Yeah.
And as you head down dining area, you just see Fiona there, sort of enjoying her cup of tea in the morning. As she smiles as she sees you. Good morning to you, Xerxes.
Morning, Lady Doctor.
Please have a seat, as you are also gonna be brought. Uh, Whatever was made this morning. She sort of looks at you a bit as you sit down. Tell me, how much of an experienced sorcerer are you?
I traveled. I'm familiar with my abilities. And got some additional education and training at at the Waterdeep Academy.
Sounds very fancy. You understand that, well, here people tend to exchange rather direct goods and services.
Yes, I'm
Well,
aware of that.
I'm willing to exchange quite a lot for your particular services, Arxes. I have need of a magical tutor for my daughter.
That would be. That sounds easily arrangeable.
Do you think you could handle such a task?
I should be more than capable of teaching her, of imparting her some knowledge and information.
Good.
Does she have any prior experience? Is she a mage or a sorcerer herself?
She chuckles a bit. How many mages and sorcerers do you see around? If she was one, why would I be needing your services?
Fair enough, I suppose, but some are born with natural. More question of does she have any natural affinity?
I wouldn't know to tell you.
In this case, I guess not, probably. Very well then. I'd be honored to teach her.
I will talk with her and set the schedule then.
Yes. I'm sure we can work out the details.
Meantime, feel free to explore the lovely city of Valaki.
Yeah, Vex will nod. Finish breakfast and get up. Yeah.
You, as you get up and walk out, start wandering a bit through the streets. There's like as you're walking, someone almost as if there's like people going about their day. Someone starts walking beside you, wearing like a hood. As she begins talking, and you recognize Miva. Says, my, not here even one day and already making friends.
All favors are the currency in this land. Sadly, I don't think they have a mint up at the castle.
Yes, they are. They are. I'm glad to see you're getting yourself involved with the Vactors there. And, well, they're a
Useful friends
lovely
to have.
bunch.
Doesn't hurt to have friends with a wealthy family in the city.
Mm. Of course. I'm just saying, I'm very happy for you.
I'm certainly glad to hear that.
It'll be fun watching you unravel from a distance.
But who is not?
She's just gonna smile at you and sort of break off. Have any plans? Anything you want to do for the day?
Ooh. I'm not in part. Maybe looking better at town to see what kind of service the town offers.
All sorts. Pretty much whatever you want. You have to be a bit more specific.
In that case, probably for now, maybe visit the church for now. Church of the Morning Lord or Not
Yeah.
Lathander.
It is. You do. As you approach this large church that has like almost a monastery feel to it. There's like a sort of small outer wall built around it. Encompasses a couple of other buildings. You walk in and you see some people again going about their early morning business.
Yeah, I'll try to. If there's currently no service around, I'll try to like maybe it's like a priest or like an acolyte around somewhere here.
Yeah. You can definitely find one. Stop one of the monks and look at you and says, "Yes, how can I help you?"
Greetings, I hope you term here. Greetings. I'm a new arrival to this both to the city and this land. I just want a bit of a ask a few questions about your faith, both in general and about this church specifically.
Of course. This is the Church of Saint Andrews, our local patron saint. Questions you may have, I'll try and answer them to the best of my abilities.
How old is this church? And
Quite old. I wouldn't be able to tell you the exact age. It was here way before any of us were born.
many centuries, I understood. I assume Saint Andrew is similarly ancient.
He was one of the people that took arms against Lord Strahd many generations ago.
I assume didn't go well.
He very tentatively nods.
Yeah, as I will not press such further. Do you know if the church is older in the city or younger, by any chance?
What does that mean?
Was the church? Was the city founded around the monastery, or was it built somewhere? Yeah, because some cities are like founded around monasteries and churches, basically, or is it like younger? Which means it was built in the city, like after the city already like, existed
Yeah,
for a while.
I get what you're asking. I think I should maybe take you to.
Do you have any library, perhaps of sorts, so I don't have to ask you all the general questions?
We do have a small library. Generally not open to the public, but I can ask for permission if I may have a name and.
Of course.
Why are you so interested in?
Xerxes. I'm an outsider from a different place, and I'm generally curious and want to explore the law of the land.
Yeah, the acolyte nods and he will sort of I instruct you to kind of wait in the courtyard as he'll sort of head inside. Trying to find like character, but meanwhile, next day, switch scenes a bit. Next day, Sage, Cheshire, are you doing anything?
Do I still have a mission, right? To keep an eye on Strahd and
I
everything?
mean, yeah,
Yes,
stop.
kiss him. That's your mission.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and do my hang out with Strahd time slots.
You're 9 to
hours.
5.
My 9 to
Fluxin,
5
To
fucking.
5.
Fluxin. Guys,
This is just Strahd
Clocked
is down
it.
for me.
8 hours later, clocks out.
King Strahd approached you for a surprise date after 5. I'm sorry. This is it's my me time.
Look, I just gotta make sure he's being, make sure he gets the sun, make sure he's getting watered, make sure
Being
he's still
attended
alive.
to. Walk him around like a pet.
That's not the way around. Actually, he took me outside.
yeah, I guess you can find him and like, are you gonna go to his chambers? Like how?
I assume I can ask the server if where I could find Lord Strahd at, basically, and I'm not gonna be rude about it, but they could tell me where he's at, and I can go find him. Either they can tell me where I'm gonna find him
Yes,
myself.
no. Listen. Don't you worry about this. Not in fact worrying about this.
It's so right, Zaz.
As he directed towards sort of the audience chamber. Apparently, he was seen walking there quite recently.
Mm.
And I presume you head over
Yeah, she does.
as yeah, you as you walk in, you see you can hear like literally the end of what seemed like a very heated argument between Strahd and Patrina. As Strahd's just literally like turning around and walking away. She is not looking too happy.
Ooh.
As they both just kind of stare at you as you like walk in.
Ooh. I'm at a bad spot. I apologize. I can take my leave.
As
That's the
Strahd stares at you, stares back at Patrina. No, I may need some company. Come, follow me.
She glances at Patrina, but goes and follows Strahd.
And see Strahd thinking, you know what? He's about to do something foolish.
Give me a hug, my concubine.
I'm not sure.
don't-
I'm not sure if you wanna. He's about to say something. You've seen that look on other people in other circumstances. That's the look of someone who's about to taunt someone else.
Oh no. Okay. Could Sage? This is probably more. I think. Would grabbing Strahd by like his sleeve or like touching him in some simple way be okay for Sage to do? I assume in more etiquette circles that's kind of a big no-no.
Who knows? Who knows?
She's gonna do it.
Harden.
She's gonna do it. She's gonna
Harden. Strahd got a fuck toy.
no. She's gonna. My lord, I would appreciate if we can continue yesterday's conversation.
I think you should roll me. I think shadows. Why don't you give me a
Please.
secure advantage with shadow because you're trying to sort of
Manifest
distract
with me,
him.
Mac.
Can I get a +1 from any of my ancestry?
No.
Okay. Uh,
Above our crystal balls, me and Zaz right now on the podium.
what did I get?
So weak.
Okay.
Would have been funny. Would have been funny. You missed, but he doesn't. He just sort of nods as Patrina just looks at the two of you and says, that would be for the best. Enjoy your morning.
Yeah, Sage would give her a proper, I assume the proper nod and respect that she is due.
You walk out and kind of follow Strahd as he says, at least one of her spies can not be so obvious.
You want to talk about it, or?
Not here. As, yeah, gonna follow him into his sort of study area. He's not gonna say much, but as you walk in, gonna take a seat. Gesture for the Samuel. Wine?
Sure, I can use something to drink.
Gonna pour you into a glass and gonna lean back in the armchair. What do you know about girl they brought in last night?
Well, other than the fact she's a newly turned vampire and everything like that, not much to really say.
Well, I believe Trina is involved with her.
That makes sense.
And I
It
have a
seems-
suspicion of how got the blood.
Oh, you did have a inkling about someone being involved with it, right? You think it was Patrina? Or I remember you mentioning a wizard or some such.
The way you and your compatriots reported this entire event made it seem like the woman was being kept hostage.
I'm not too sure the full details about Gertrude's situation. I can say with honesty, at the very least, there's some pieces missing. Things that necessarily don't make sense for me, but like I said, don't have enough information. And the fact of the matter that Gertrude is... she's a cunning one. I'll say that.
Cunning as she believes. I need you to go find your friend and bring her here. I think she should hear this as well.
Ah, gotcha. I can go grab Cheshire. We have a nice little... well, sit down.
Yo, nod.
Don't get too bored without me. She will probably go up and go look for Cheshire.
Not sure what you would be up to in the morning, Cheshire.
To Shire, yeah, she's gonna try to find, find out like Gertrude. At least find out like how that talk that Gertrude had went. Make sure she's okay.
Yeah. Asking around, you would be directed towards the sort of study area, like the library, where Xerxes had his unfortunate accident. As
Fumble.
you're gonna go there as you find her reading, having like a small stack of tomes, reading through some of them as she looks up at you. Ah, good morning.
Good morning. Wanted to check up on you, make sure things were going as all right as they could.
Thank you. Spoken to Ludmila, and I think I'll begin settling around here. Take a bit to accommodate, but I think I'll get the hang of it.
Oh, good to hear. How did your conversation with the Lord go?
Yes, a lot of questions, but I was I think it went fine, and you can roll me. You're an advantage with, or with heart, whichever one you prefer. One's like lie detection, one is just sort of vibe checking.
No, that's just a miss.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shia will just not bet. What are you reading?
I have to get accustomed with some of the local history. As she taps the book. I will be soon sent to one of the towns. I need to be able to know about its history and, well, specifically some of the long family lines that run through it.
Do you know which one?
Well, it is the town of Valaki.
Yeah, Shia will ask her like 4 questions about the town. It's like small talk at that point.
Yeah, and as she's like explaining some of the recent history, the door opens as Sage sort of walks in. As you see Cheshire talking to Gertrude.
Hey, sorry to interrupt. Whenever you have a moment, Cheshire, it looks like the Lord wishes to speak with you.
Yeah. All right. Oh. Talk to you later, Gertrude.
Yes.
Yeah,
As
Sage, give her a wave.
both of you make your way back. As you walk into the Strahd's personal study area, Cheshire he'll kind of indicate for you to also take a seat.
Oh yeah.
How much do the two of you understand about what has happened. The girl.
Broke some rules. Apparently, you're not allowed to make a true one of you, and that's really, at least for me.
That is the case, but was it never suspicious to any of you how she got a hold of my blood?
Oh, well, yeah. Especially at the very
Of
least,
course.
she. What was it? Saying that what's his name? Grabbed a bunch of things and happened to grab a very important item on the way out, with no one stopping him.
You're certain that was my blood and not just a fabricated lie?
Runt. I assume the bottle that Sage collected from that cave was already taken, right?
I mean, yeah, but it was like empty, so
Yeah, because that was the only like evidence, air quotes, we had. It's honestly hard to say. We didn't really have enough information to even know to question it. At least for me.
she's lying. Lying about many things. I suspect a ploy. One that may have gone sideways due to your involvement.
And what do you think it is?
I don't believe what happened to Doru here was an accident. I don't believe the fact that what he did to her was just a, well, coincidence. I don't think it's all connected. You see, the village down in the valley, it's Burgomeister. Is coming from a long line of distinguished individuals. Always been capable of keeping things under control. They're also very good at not caving in, not giving in to pressures, not letting themselves be manipulated, bribed, controlled. They lack the wealth and comfort, or rather, they've never accepted such offers compared to the nobles of Valaki and other places. The village down there, it always was a bit more independent from the court. I sense another political scheme to try and change that. I believe she is responsible for it, or at the very least, has a part to play in it. She was definitely lying about the blood. She was lying about the entire affair. And I don't think she is a victim as much as she claims to be. Now she works for the actual spy master, so pretty much the nail in the coffin on that one.
Well, at the very least, seems to be acting on some behalf. She couldn't have done this all by herself.
As per usual, but Trina declines to know anything. Not that many people who could have orchestrated such a scheme in the background.
Yeah, this may sound weird to say. Do you know who last interacted with Doru before the whole, affair?
He nods. Was the commander. Up until recently, I thought she was a neutral party. She is somehow involved in this entire scheme. That would make my days even more miserable.
Well, you don't really only know the fact that, what, she's lying about everything right now, that someone had to orchestrate some help for Doru to become what he is, escape, and what, did he pick her specifically, or did he choose in random, and we can't really ask him any questions now that he's been offed?
No, we cannot. Just very convenient, isn't it?
He was very persistent.
What about you two?
Shy gives a shrug. I will. Been told that there is an invasion coming soon. It sounds like the work I would typically do back home. After that, I don't do long-term plans. I don't really know.
They should be arriving at the border later today, so be sure to hang around the nights. Be plenty of fighting for you to do. You may go.
Cheshire gives a nod, takes her leave.
As she leaves, you just see like Strahd's exasperated fucking look.
What's with that one?
Well, told Ergyle to bring people in. Just assumed he would be better at selecting people.
Well, at the very least, out of all of us, Cheshire is the one person who's very much on the honor and fighting and saving people shtick.
He laughs a bit. You realize she's working with the most horrible people around, right?
Most of the time, people who are always on the good shtick, they usually get used by the people who aren't on the same idea path.
I've... well... That is
Hey,
very correct.
It's not all doom and gloom, right? We came here to, get in the way of some plots that were going on in the background that you didn't see it coming, right?
And what about you, Sage? What
Well,
do you also just not care that you may be aiding the very people you claim to? Ugh, hypocrisy on that one.
she's a good person. Doesn't mean that she knows everything, but she's still a good person.
Don't doubt that. I just doubt. I just doubt her ability to distinguish right and wrong. If one doesn't have a sharp wit, they will just be manipulated by everyone in the vicinity.
The best way to get to people similar to Cheshire is through the heart, usually. And that's when things get messy. And as for me, I told you, I'm a thief more than anything else. Right now, I'm telling you everything I know, so there's at least that. And right now, I'm on the hook for finding the easiest target in the land, apparently.
Feel free to, I guess, report then. I don't. Maybe I should just give up.
Hey now, hey, none of that. Come on. Don't give up so easily. There's still some chances here. You got a mystery on your hands. A few things.
They're most likely gonna use her to destabilize settlement.
True.
The Burgermeister, Bismarck, I need to speak with him.
Well, I'm not too sure what happened there. I know Xerxes left the city, and I know Cheshire was in town. You can go, I don't know, summon him, can't you? Or is that also something that you're not allowed to do?
Are you gonna tell him that? Because I'm pretty sure Sage knows.
Yes.
Do I know?
Yes,
I
she
know?
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, Cheshire told her that Xerxes fucked off with Ismark and Irina.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. That was gonna be my next question. It's just like grimaces there, like, things might be a little bit more tough on that regard, boss. It seems Ismark and Irina have taken their leave.
Is
of
what?
the- Ismark, apparently there was a big hubbub about the things that went down. People got upset with him, and then he got ousted, or at least said, "Fuck you, I'm not going back." Right?
He just downs the entire wine glass, pours himself another one. So they've already done that.
Well, give me a sec. I know that Xerxes and Ismark and them went to Velaki, right?
Yeah.
At least know that. Okay.
But like he's just like, it's
The plot succeeded. The plot succeeded. The plot succeeded. There's like one slip up, maybe maybe not even a slip up.
there
Maybe
was a setback,
Depending-
but we're back and
yeah. The plot mostly succeeded.
Yeah, now that you mention it, it seems someone would want Ismar to get in a lot of trouble.
Arigail's getting the fucking demerit on this. This is the worst batch by far.
Seem
They're actively helping them, Arigail. They're actively helping them.
You explained nothing, guys.
it seems that well, Mirabelle's trouble that she brought up on the door and everything else they were doing, they kind of had it, and then I guess they went off to some place called Velaki. Xerxes is with them.
Yes, thank you for reminding me about the third one. The mage with the sense of awareness of an actual bookshelf rat.
Most magical people are like that, at least the ones I've met before. Mine are only one thing.
Okay. I'm gonna. Need to think about this.
Well, at the very least, I'm not too sure you can convince Ismark and Irina to come back home for their old jobs. I don't know. Maybe you can get some influence in Villaki instead. Is that a place that you worry about? I don't know.
He laughs and says, "Influence. I think I have that kind of pull."
Oh, God. You want another mooncake?
Uh, if I may need to do something extreme soon.
Ooh, that feels like one of those, we should talk about this out loud type of situations before, just to make sure the kinks are ironed out properly.
Hmm. We need to find Argyle. He is my one and last ally in this.
Okay, so you're gonna hunt down an air gal. How's that? How you want to do that?
It's a problem. He went missing. Don't know anything about him.
That sounds like a big problem, especially since he's the only guy in the know, right?
Well, he was supposed to guide you once you were here. And yet he is gone.
Well,
I will have to make some inquiries on my own.
okay. What do you want me to do in the meantime? I can keep you company while you hang out here in your office.
I need you to go to Valaki and try and reach out to the last people he brought in. The vampire hunters.
Ah, yes.
They may be able to help you, and they're not connected with the powers at court.
Next question. Am I allowed to even leave?
Leave what?
Well, as you know, I've been put on task to report to you about any things you're doing, but if you tell me to do something, am I allowed to go? Like, I'm not sure if they're gonna let me just walk out of here and go check out Villaki.
That's why we're not just gonna walk out of here. I have a mastery over the mists that rivals even Petrina.
Ooh. And no one's gonna notice, or is that the point?
Well, you'll notice your absence eventually, but
Ooh. I get you. Okay, then. So, new orders. Go and find some vamp hunters. I assume you'll give me their names, and make contact and find out what exactly is going on with Aragal, yeah?
the man in Wallachia you need to search for goes by the name of Rudolf van Richten.
Rudolf van Richten. Okay. And who is he?
I don't know that much about him personally. He is not the most subtle individual, other than his name. The fact that he is pretending to be some sort of professor.
Okay. Find the vampire hunters and find Aragal. Got it.
See? He'll... And then, yeah, he just looks very much defeated at this point. He is sinking. He is fucking drowning.
Sage is gonna like, I guess, go and pat him on the shoulder. It's like, come on, don't worry. If nothing else, I'm still here, right?
He chuckles and nods.
It's gonna be all right. You gonna be all okay by yourself here in your gloomy little castle?
Yes.
Hmm. Look, if you start to feel sad, just make some moon cakes. It usually puts the spirit back up, right?
He'll smile and nod.
Yeah, and nothing else, you can always come visit me. I'll tell you all the things I steal on this little mission.
I'm sure you'll find plenty of valuables in the city.
Of course. The bigger the city, the bigger the hall, as they say. And next time I come back, you will introduce me to that whisker fellow, right?
He smiles and nods.
Ah, see? There you go. It's gonna be okay. Trust me.
Yeah, he'll nod. And yeah, as you walk out, you head down the hallway. A sledgehammer fucking hits you in the face. You see the archmage sort of walking towards you.
Ooh, that's Patricia, right?
Mm-hmm.
Grunt, have I seen the scenario where it's one of the situations where, like, you got get out of the way of someone in a higher position than you?
No, she's like
or...
walking specifically towards you.
Ooh. Archmage? That's the correct title, right? Ma'am?
How are things going?
As well as they could be. Though apparently, since my little party has been down to 2. I think soon to be 1 based on what Cheshire is telling me about her plans.
I wouldn't worry about that.
Ooh. Got any thoughts? Anything going on?
How is he handling everything?
You mean Strahd or someone
She
else? I guess as well as he could be. He seems to be gloomy, if nothing else. So
Good.
I think that's kind of the whole thing, right? I'm gonna ask if it's all right. What exactly does an archmage do here? If it's okay to ask.
Lot of magical threats and problems that arise. I handle all of those.
Oh, okay. Like the ghost thing and all that stuff.
She nods.
Oh. I know I just got here, so it's still some adjusting to get used to, but there's a lot of scary shit here. No offense.
You can roll me secure an advantage. What's
Do I add any of my
no, because this is just trying to figure out when someone's attitude.
I can try to use a... Is it worth it? Yeah, I'll just use it. I've got so much of it.
So as you like tell her and talk to her, you can see, like, you can clearly tell she is very happy with how things are going. She's happy with how things are going with Xerxes, Cheshire, you, Strahd. Just everything seems to be like, as gloomy as Strahd is, this woman's actually looking happy.
I see. But how has your day been going so far, Archmage?
Quite well.
Oh,
But
that's good.
tell me, what is he putting you up to next?
Not too sure. Right now, I've been trying to get him to learn some mooncake recipes. He seems mostly to stay in every day and
Stop
read.
that.
Stop
You're
what?
not there to make him be happy.
Sorry. There's only so much ink someone can take, you know? But I understand, ma'am.
It's quite all right. No, you're right. Feel free then, if you think this can help him out. But besides baking, is there nothing else you wish to tell me?
I got a history lesson, and this may be personal, so you can just tell me to fuck right off in that regard. But you guys had a history together?
We did.
Uh, how do I... Are you still in contact with your people, or has that never been...
No, of course. Oh,
And
you're referring to that incident. Has he shared that much with you?
not the details, at the very least. Said it was bad all around, and I don't know, seemed to be a bit...
Let's
I wouldn't
just
say
say
comfortable.
that the only person... All of the people who did this to me are long dead.
Ah,
The ones that are now alive, well, they treat that incident with the horror it deserves.
well, at the very least, state my curiosity a bit there. I do apologize, made you uncomfortable. I'm a bit too nosy for my own good.
Why I can see your potential.
Thank you.
Your job here, though, is not to make him feel good. Your job here is to ensure he stays in this limbo of his. Don't want him to get too rowdy.
And it makes it easier to get things done if he's not rowdy, right? He said, I never spent much with upper classes, but I can understand when to stay in line.
Good. I want you to, from now on, never bake cake with them again. But do bake some for yourself.
Understood. Another question, if I may. Do you want to make sure he never gets to be happy again?
She sort of smiles. That is the plan, yes. His happiness and anger would make life here much more difficult for people like me. If he is just sad in a corner, Doesn't bother anyone now, does he?
Ah, I understand then. Uh, and this is more for me than anything else. I was told that there's a woman of Shar here in the, I guess, your court.
Fortunately, there is.
Is that something that? Well, I actually want to ask, what's her? Like, did she have a? Can I sense any type of emotion in regards to that question about Shar at all? Because she said, "Fortunately, there is." So I was like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah, she doesn't seem to like them too much.
Yeah. Well, you guys, I assume, had Shar here longer, so you understand how to deal with them.
Yes. I would still
Well,
like to keep their influence contained.
yeah, that's probably for the best. Like I said, there's only so much misery that can go around.
I would like for all that to be concentrated.
I see. Very well then, ma'am. I'll get out your hair. I'm gonna go and see if I can bother someone else.
Are you not gonna report her to like the fucking what Shroud's like shtick is gonna be? I
Why
will
would I
have.
tell her that, Grunt? Why would I
Well,
lie? Why would I betray Strahd like that, Grunt?
well, then you're gonna roll me secure advantage with Shadow.
Oh,
Come on.
goodness.
Miss with a match. Miss with a match. Come on.
Strong
Damn
idea. You just move on. Gonna bid you a good day, and I will have to walk off the dogs. I'll be back in like 15 minutes.
Sage is the only. People say, "Oh, my Mac, why you Doom Spiral?" But then in character, my Doom Spiral gets confirmed. Now, out of character, you confirm my Doom Spiral as
Pretty
well.
overstrad. And now listen, luckily, Cheshire's here to do something very dumb, which is just to directly confront Gertruda.
Oh, no.
I'm happy to see my Doom Spiral was vindicated.
Cheshire just felt different.
It would have in fact been more better to just get a bunch of Saloonite paladins, just suicide. Like, listen, you want to go on a suicide mission here? It would have been a more successful prospect. It is infinitely to dragging in more vampire hunters. I think Sage's not that bad. You just gotten like 3 rogues.
We'll see. We'll see.
Because the problem is, either you get Captain the Fireball. By Captain Fireball, I mean a level fucking 12 wizard, because a level 5 sorcerer is not in fact Captain Fireball, or you get the Spy Masters. And I'm sorry, what's the plan with Cheshire? No offense.
I'll be right back.
I think they were hoping. Well, Cheshire, I think they were hoping was this is a strong person who will want to kill a vampire. Problem is, no, Cheshire unfortunately is only 20. Her actual moral philosophy is not yet actually completely established. Her sense of right and wrong is in fact through the lens of a violent culture, tribal culture, which just kills people.
Fucking Argyle hires no, doesn't hire. He just teleports an Italian condottieri fucking, and like, wait, why did they go to the higher bidder? Huh?
Sometimes she's a mercenary. She doesn't get paid. She didn't get paid for most of her jobs. She just generally like helping people, but the problem is, the only time she helped people was to kill things.
Likes the meathead, not do the spy stuff. Argyle fucking sitting there thinking, huh? Why are you people so bad at politics and spying? You're such experienced politicians.
Well, the problem is we weren't supposed to be here politicking with these guys. We ended up here because somebody told somebody something.
So it was in fact all my fault. So my doom spouting was in fact correct. I didn't.
Yeah, we were not in fact brought here to play politics with the movers and shakers of Castle Ravenloft. That's not what we were brought here to do.
It's nice to see my doom spiral in fact be vindicated. I did in fact fuck this the whole thing up. Thank you, Zaz. I know I'm always right. We shall see how long this dumpster fire, what happens in this dumpster fire. We shall see what kind of golden cage and Noah's collection I'll end up with.
Listen, God, at this rate, it's like God. Can we research a way to fucking kill this guy, and then like have somebody else take over?
Legit, why don't you just fucking go to fucking Earth or something? Fucking just save up fucking a bunch of gold bars with Erga. Start a trade company outside. Save up some gold bars. Go to Earth and ask him, hey, can you like help us research this shit? Like legit, that's what I think would have been a far more successful prospect. Start some businesses outside of the fucking Shadow Realm. Just hire experts to research outside. It's Patrina. Hello, Red.
I've returned.
How's it going?
It is nice, but it's nice to see my Doomstar being in fact confirmed by Zaz out of character.
I don't know, man. I feel like you can woo her.
Both you, but no, I'm talking in general about its entire operation.
Nah, it's a funny little.
We were
clumsy
not.
little-
Mac was going like, why did they bring political experts in? I had to point out to him because we weren't supposed to end up at the castle.
Yeah,
yet.
that's all my. Yeah, and guess who fucked it up? That's right, it was me. So my Doomstar was in fact correct. I didn't in fact fuck this up, but I will
It was
continue fucking
me.
it up. I did fuck this up, and I'll continue fucking it
Well,
up.
listen.
You even joked the smash cut to the city on fire, Red. Even you confirm it. Even Grunt in character did not lie about it. Everybody confirms
Mac,
it.
That's a joke. That's a joke.
That was a joke
That's
for
a
me.
joke.
That was a joke for
Even
me,
in
Mac.
cartel, Red.
That wasn't
was
about
Also,
you.
also, all of us are gonna end up in Velaki, Mac. I don't know if you picked up on the subtext.
Yeah, that was. I knew I was gonna. That was me knowing I was gonna get him to Velaki, Mac.
Yeah, but
That was
Because the
not
Shire's
you.
also gonna go to Velaki after the
Yeah.
invasion.
Yeah, but who's already in Valaki?
Yeah, don't worry, I'm
That is
right
me.
behind you.
The whole,
Mac. I
even
think-
I understand. Even Cartel, Zaz and Red said, "I am no threat to anyone unless I'm being
Mac,
helped by
that's
Grunt."
a joke, not meant as a serious jab. against
Mac,
the
I
person.
said that because Grunt literally tried to say, now surely you'd have backups of the blackmail that you'd send in if you didn't make the report, right? And you were
You're
about
correct.
to say no.
Yeah, you're correct. I am in fact a retard, Zaz. You are correct.
No, Mac,
I'm in fact a
Mac,
retard. You are correct.
Mac, I feel like you're
I'm a
taking
literal
everything we're
college
saying
dropout.
and making it into a negative thing when that's not the case at all. We are not trying to bring you down, man. We're not bringing you
It's
down.
alright. It's
Stop
alright.
trying to drown yourself in the negativity. Come on, come back to prayer.
It's alright. I'm in a pretty negative mood right now. I am in fact in need. Technically not. I'm still in college technically, but
Take a breath. Breathe. Breathe with me.
it's alright.
Yeah. And I was unemployed for like 6 months. For a while.
Dark times happen. It doesn't mean that your life is over. You're still here. We're still playing. There's still chance for hope.
I don't think with my competence.
I think you can, Mac. We've gone through darker times before together, so I'm not too sure what you mean.
Grunt out of character saying like Xerxes is competent and in character, this guy is a retard.
I don't think he said those words.
Okay,
It's more of a funny little hoopsies. And also, I did steal from Strahd the first time I had a chance and opportunity, so you're not the only one who makes the oopsies too.
but you did cast this fuck up.
Look, if I never stolen from him, we probably wouldn't have been here either. So, you know, it happens.
Guess who told Mirabel?
You know what? That's just how stories go, because you build upon that. We build them together. It doesn't mean about making every right decision. It's just about navigating through the ones you do make. This is still a fun story. We had Game of Thrones, and that was a dog shit ending, and we still enjoyed ourselves.
No, yeah, stories sometimes fail, but I'm just saying, I will.
I'm just saying, even if
fail
that's
overall.
the case, this still could be a fun time regardless.
Yeah, again, Darius also failed. Oh, that was also an interesting story. I'm just gonna say I'm gonna fail.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not gonna say it's gonna be a bad story. I'm just gonna say I'm gonna fail.
I feel like you're seeing it such a negative way where you're bringing yourself down and just giving yourself a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Well, yes, that's the story of my entire life, in fact.
That's not good. That's not good, Mac. That's not good.
It's alright, I have alcohol to help me. I did drink 2 bottles of vodka yesterday.
You know what?
Calm down after the exam. I am in fact back, baby. I have 6 more.
Look. At least you're gonna be playing the werewolf, not the werewolf. Sorry, your Hearts
Bella
of
for-
Monster thing, right? The
No,
Monster Heart thing.
I'm gonna play Bella and Monster.
I don't think anyone's winning in that game.
That's
No,
gonna be I'm gonna be winning when they tell me about it. That's what's gonna happen.
we're like
I'll be winning when Grunt secretly streams that.
I mean, the game was recorded, but no, that game is a Safari. No one, me, Grunt, and Tick.
Yeah, but in most times you don't invite the lion into the fucking cart with you.
But you see, this is like Westworld. It's like not a real thing.
I gotta ask: are you playing male Bella Swan or female Bella Swan?
Female Bella Swan, of course, for
Awesome. You guys gotta let me know so I can listen to that one. I can't wait.
Again, this is a virtual reality world. I don't care what.
I don't know. I don't know if you actually watched Westworld. People do. Some people did end up getting actually hurt.
Yeah,
That's
a
true.
couple people
That's true.
died. A couple of them.
But this is all the behind the scenes side fuckery and like the fucking actual killing. This is a Westworld how it's supposed to work.
Yeah.
Listen, it'll be fine. Shire's just gonna go directly ask Gertruda about this, which will totally not backfire. Fuck everyone. Fuck over Strahd even more.
Oh yeah, like sorry, no. He didn't
Again,
know.
Erica, what have you done here? Erica, what's the plan here?
Every time I look at Strahd, like Strahd, man, it's gonna be alright. Just have some faith.
It's not gonna
like
be all right.
nothing's left for me. Like Strahd, here's the
Not
boot kick.
gonna-
It is in fact been a downhill. They started rejecting the correct to doom. In fact,
You know,
All
he
his
needs a
enemies are winning.
vacation. He needs a vacation. He needs to just leave.
Strahd's only hope is that his enemies start infighting because they're winning so goddamn hard,
Just
and then people will start to get greedy. It's like his only hope at this point.
you made your own monster by bringing Patrina back to life. Because you loved her, you fool.
Just never embrace out of love.
Is that the rule?
It's always a bad idea. Also, don't embrace wizards.
That's
Also,
awesome.
that's a very bad
Terrible
idea.
idea.
That's a terrible idea. The main restriction words have is time, and with no fucking time, with infinite time, you brought on yourself, Strahd.
Listen, Strahd, I'm sorry. You seem to think the moral philosophy of this actual 20-year-old who left home at 16 is a lot more well developed than like it is. Just a reminder, the Shire is like 20. She's not very old. She's not old.
He's like, Hero guy, what the fuck? Guy's like, no, bro. You gave me a list. You didn't give me criterias.
What the criteria on that list are? Fucking someone calm to like kill. Okay, get a random war. Fucking generic D&D party, but a fighter, a caster, and a fucking flanker. Support. What the fuck is that?
In this group, we have a learned scholar, an experienced thief, and an actual unironic D&D adventurer.
Somehow my sage turned out to be the one who's the nice one. Everyone else, Xarxes bouts immediately. I
mean,
appreciate.
Xarxes-
Actually, I appreciate that Xarxes is like, fuck this shit. I'm out.
Cheshire is nice. I'm just not nice to Strahd.
Yeah, that's also true. Yeah, Cheshire is actually a really good person, I think too.
Xarxes is nice. Xarxes is nice. He's just
No, it's more in the sense that there's me trying to cheer up a sad vampire. And everyone else is like, I'm gonna go do my own thing, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Xarxes looked at court parties. I don't belong here. I will do more harm than good. Which
Cheshire also doesn't belong here, which
That's
is why she
also
wants to
true.
go kill things.
like I will do more harm than good here, Strahd. What the fuck do you want from me here?
I can't wait to see what the night of the invasion does. How that's gonna go.
Can't believe this Argyle. The fucking Mordekainen like went too fast and got killed, and the vampires aren't doing anything. But you know what? At least they didn't actively help my enemies. I wasn't expecting friendly fire from my own forces.
Again,
Oh
should
no!
have brought in 10 Saloonite paladins who are like on a suicide mission.
Honestly, yeah.
That would have been more
Especially
successful, in
Selûne.
fact. That would have in fact been more successful than this fucking motley crew.
I love it. It's a funny little story how we got here.
It will only get worse, in fact.
Nah, we
With
got.
Fiona, which, as Grunt said, is very not the winning move. The winning move would be to kill Fiona.
What do you mean? We got this chat call right here. What do you mean?
Yeah, Carl's a champ, but I don't. Although
Grunt
that's also
has-
chat.
Threatened me with the Alexi gun.
yes, yes.
Yeah, it's a Carl's. Everybody in family's champ. Almost their chants in different ways.
Yes.
And I think
yes.
Fiona's of the Shadow Demon Lady persuasion.
You know what? You need your dommy mommy. Oh god, I spent so much time with hate. God damn it.
He has Zoxys has too many of those.
I have too
It's
many of
also
those.
true.
I have too
It's
many of
also
those. Liver was, in fact, right next outside.
I'm sure there's no nefarious reason she needs you to train her daughter Stella. It'll be fine.
Zoxys, in fact, the problem is he exclusively is attracting women who want to beat him up. Like that's actually a major problem that his character has.
He's just a little guy.
And I will, in fact, misplay it with these women, so it'll, in fact, all backfire.
He is.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Just a little guy. He's not going to survive in Barovia.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Look,
my
at least you're not.
in fact, justified. In fact,
At least you're not.
completely
At least you're not pulling the Colton thing. You know. At least you're not fumbling that badly.
I'm still fumbling it.
No, there's that, and there's like.
He's not
fall in
like
love with-
raping them. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
But I think that's because I don't have the physical strength to rape him.
Oh no! I don't like this analogy
Yeah.
anymore.
I mean, it was magical. It's magical. You
Yeah.
are a magic man.
But I don't think whatever level Miva is, because I remember the red jump scare in chat as she recognized her.
Mm.
I don't think my hold will succeed against her save.
No wonder
think
because
she's-
she's
I think my hold
just-
person will.
Just in Azamar.
yeah she's just one person.
And Azamar of Bobby Shy Paladin in Charles Realm, I don't think my whole person will be
Is
there.
Mac doom spiraling again?
My Doom Spiral was Strahd vindicated my Doom Spiraling character.
Yeah, but like Shroud's in the shitter. Why are you doom spiraling? You don't have an actual conspiracy like fucking you over.
Now I'm just saying it was all my fault for fucking over Strahd.
I mean,
Oh, I think that's a group effort. I feel like.
No,
Like
it's mostly
six-
my fault. Red, don't lie to me. Don't.
I
know.
don't think I was involved in that.
who
yeah,
helped Gertrude though? Was it? I don't think it was Xarxes that helped Gertrude, Mac. Like, if you want to blame one person for all of this, you can blame Cheshire. Not like Xarxes had like one fuck up. In fact, I would say Xarxes, by ousting the plan and sort of throwing everything out in the open, kind of fucked over the conspirators. So
Yes.
no, actually
Help-
no.
I think I helped another dub. I think I helped another guy though. The other side, who not in the
Yes.
the other half of the court. It's the problem for Strahd. He doesn't care whether the conspirators went or the other side.
But you
Free butt.
listen, when conspirators fight in the dark, you shining a light on it does fuck over the conspirators. So no, if anything, Mac, you helped.
Don't worry. I'm about to also make it much worse.
I believe I can fuck it up in Valaki again. I believe in my ability to
You
fuck things up.
haven't fucked, Mac. If I'm telling you, you didn't fuck up, and you're like, I believe in myself, I can fuck up again. I will just kick you from the fucking Discord call. I swear to God.
I was leaving Gertrude.
Yes.
I left Gertrude basically after we had a lovely conversation that wasn't
Patrina,
terrifying
not
and slightly.
Gertrude.
Trina.
Yeah, sorry, Patrina. Sorry, yeah, sorry, Patrina.
Yeah. Anything you want to do next?
Well, he's gonna introduce me to Whiskers when I get back. Hopefully, if
Yes.
everything works out well. And I need to go. Mostly just people watch, I guess, a little bit here. I try not to get in the way because right now she's trying to help Strahd
Okay.
out, so
Yeah.
not too bad.
What about Cheshire? What is Cheshire gonna after you left?
Gonna go talk to Gertrude.
Okay. Yeah, as she will still probably be in the library.
Nah. Yeah, Shia will just take a seat and She will nod at Gertruda. You did anything interesting while I was gone?
She kind of rolls her eyes. Not really. But, well, this is supposed to be important, not fun.
What are you even going to do in Valaki?
I think I'm allowed to tell you that? I was told not to tell anyone, so... Let's just say, fraternize with the locals.
All right. Shire is I'm just looking at one wits, one shadow. Shire's going to ask. You haven't been entirely honest with me about everything, have you?
She kind of like looks at you, leans back in the chair. I don't know what you mean.
As yeah, Shire will say, had an interesting conversation with the Lord of the Castle.
About?
It happened in the village. It happened with Doru. It happened with you.
It was a messy affair all around.
Aye, it was. Understand if you're not in a position where you can tell me everything, but if you need my help, promise me you'll at least let me know that.
She nods. There is something that you may be able to help with.
What's that?
Truth be told, I was I need to find someone. And deal with them. Killed anyone before, not like intentionally.
So you need to find them and kill them, I would imagine, from that.
Gonna say, also feel free to roll me secure at advantage with.
Yeah.
Or no, the challenge dice may be in your favor.
We'll see. No.
They are in fact not. It's this man that's been hanging around Valakian. I need isolate him and kill him. It has to be think you could help with that?
Why does he need to die?
I'll be honest, I didn't ask. I asked too many questions. I was told he is some sort of murderer, but it's dangerous. He is a human nonetheless.
The Shire will not. I'll likely end up in Valaki anyways. Can help you look for him.
Well, finding him is the easy part. It's the killing that I have. You could draw him out, and think you could kill him often.
I could.
She's gonna smile and nod and say, "Thank you."
Don't mention it. As Shire will make a bit of conversation before she will leave. She'll make a bit of conversation before she leaves. I need to go find Sage.
Yeah, could probably directed around by one of the people, one of the servants, to where she is, sort of standing on top of the battlements, just watching.
I'm Batman.
Enjoy the sights from up here.
Get a good lay of the land at the very least. See things most people don't really pay attention to. What's going on though?
She'll kind of lean in and whisper this. Gertrude asked me to kill a man in Valaki.
Ooh.
Apparently that's what she's being tasked to do. Apparently she was told the man's a murderer. So I have to wonder if he's a murderer of men. Why can't the man have to imagine Valaki has guards?
Sure. Did you get a name?
No, I didn't. Imagine it's a thing where I'm in Valaki. I'll get the information.
Wow. Seem to be able to pull best on your heartstrings. I'm not going to say what I'm thinking right now. At the very least, Cheshire, maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But thank you for telling me. At the very least. There's a lot of things.
I think it'd be good to share information.
Yeah. As being here isn't the best place to share deep secrets, but there's a lot of people at play and a lot of moving parts that we're not being told about. Seems.
Shire nods at that.
Well, I assume you'll be heading off to Valaki then?
Soon. It's an invasion that will be happening.
That's
We'll be
true.
participating in that first. Killing monsters, killing men in battle. It's an easy thing, but never been asked to Never been asked to murder someone in the streets before. That's a new one.
Sure. And she seemed to. Oh. Well, at the very least, hopefully it won't come to that.
Hopefully there's hopefully we'll find the path where it all works out, but those paths didn't exist back home, and I doubt they exist here.
Nope. Apparently, we're just newcomers in a game that's been being played for a long time. And honestly, it feels like being back in a gang war right now, which is always fun. If you go over to Velaki, maybe you'll stumble across Xerxes. He seems like a guy who knows to talk to the right people.
He's I can't. No, I'm not gonna reach out. He's a man that he's the type of man that I think can talk himself into trouble and can usually talk himself out of it. It's a skill, I suppose.
Yeah. At the very least, hopefully you'll be able to find some friends. Hopefully this doesn't end in disaster.
Yeah. Haven't died yet, which is a better track record than everyone who's fought me.
That's true. Are you going to be properly prepared for this invasion then? I assume you're going to need something a bit more heavier than what you got going on.
She nods. My armor is what I'm trained best to fight in, and trained with other weapons, but the axe is the one I have the most experience with. Might be, sure, if I wear something heavier, might have more protection, but I won't be trained for its weight. Won't know how to properly use it.
Gotcha. I honestly should ask if, no offense, I applaud your bravery in the face of going against what the hell's that whole thing about. I wonder if I can just, not be involved with that. I'm more of a stay in the shadows and sneak around person than a fight one-on-one combat-wise.
Well, do as you please. No one's here to force you.
Yeah, that's the thing. They always say that, but there's always a path they want you to take. They just want to be nicer about it or not. Well, I'll figure some answers out and figure out a plan.
Shai will nod at that. She take her leave. She has some knights to go hang around with until the invasion happens.
Meanwhile, in Velaki, as you would have been brought into the actual sort of monastery.
Yeah, I'll respectfully, quietly follow the acolyte.
As he'll sort of guide you to like an old man. He'll sort of bow politely before taking his leave, and the man says, we don't have many scholars coming through our halls. I'm Father Petrovich. Pleasure to meet you.
Obviously, pleasures likewise. I'm a new arrival.
And told you wanted to peruse our rather modest modest selection of tomes.
So I'll be quite honored to.
As he's gonna sort of lead you through the halls. And kind of, it's gonna lead you to one of the rooms that will open into a small library. You can see it's not the most organized, and it's considerably smaller than what you saw at the castle. So, what curiosities do you have, young man?
General. Some general basic stuff, a general tenets of the faith of the Morning Lord, local history of this monastery and Saint Andal.
Those are somewhere over here, as he's gonna almost like he knows this place pretty well, even though it seems rather disorganized to you. Pulls out this like tome. He's gonna dust it off and hand it to you. There's a table there with some candles, and enjoy your reading.
Thank you for your hospitality, Father.
Of course. He's gonna sort of... He will hang around you. He's not gonna leave
Yeah,
you alone.
no, yeah. No, it's fine, yeah. Yeah, you'll read over the basics to see how many similarities between Lathander and the Morning Lord can he spot.
A lot of them.
Yeah.
It's not very subtle. But like,
Yeah.
no, it's...
All right, then, yeah. Then the tenants will be quickly skimmed over most of the history of Saint Andal and the church.
There's not... Everything's kind of vague about that part. There's no concrete information on that one.
What's the legends, at least? What's the tale?
That Saint Andrew was a very holy man, and his remains have been sort of buried here, which is apparently when the monastery got its name or was built. Doesn't... This is something that happened, give or take a few centuries.
Mhm.
So they by the looks of this place, they're not. It's not like they kept a very accurate record. Not to mention, Xarxes, you don't know how much the local administration has gotten involved.
Yeah, redaction, censorship, book burnings, whatever.
Because everything is... There's a lot to like about the Morning Lord himself. There's a lot of information about the faith. But historical records, they're almost like they don't exist. It's just kind of vague terms.
I see, yeah.
Just, you can give me gather information.
Yeah.
Get bonuses.
I will assume Sage does not apply because I don't think I passed studies relating to this place.
Well, you have a few hours to research, so yeah, you get the +2.
That's true. I'll take the +2.
Spend some time with the library.
Yeah. Wits.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, like I said, it's you pretty much have it figured out, but you realize something as you spend a couple of hours most of the day and kind of like the morning and afternoon. Considering how much the local administration probably was involved in curating some of these records, they sure left a lot of info about the Morning Lord, and a lot of... You realize if someone was in charge of this land and wouldn't like the Sharans that much, well, one way to combat them directly but sort of be able to feign ignorance is to ensure that Lathander's teachings are just available. Because you realize it's very interesting that you just asked to see their library and they were like, yeah, no, come in, come in. Look, read all of this. It's all for you. So yeah, you kind of can put two and two together and realize that this is probably one of the ways they combat the influence of Shar. Ensure that most of the locals know about other things and are educated on the matter.
Alrighty then. That should be taking notes of. Yeah, I'll not ask any other questions. I don't think I think this thing is mostly focused on like the history of the monastery and the faith.
Yeah, on that you still have very little information, but
Yeah. It's probably not the place for that kind of research. As Alex will finish his studies and
yeah,
hopefully
Petrovich
not.
will sort of, as he put the book away, says, are you by any chance associated with the other professor?
I am indeed not. I'm a new arrival.
Oh, so was
Was-
he. I just
I'm
assumed.
always interested. I'm always interested to meet a fellow scholar.
I believe one of the Vistani brought him here to help with different reparations, building projects. I believe he goes by the name of Van Richten.
I'm more of an engineer then.
He nods.
I'm still, still nice to meet a fellow outsider.
Believe he is. I believe he is. Either has housing in one of the folks in town. I've is paid us a visit or two, but that was some time ago. But
Well, I thank you for your hospitality and the honor of allowing me to access your library.
of course, any time. Knowledge is meant to be shared.
Aye, that it should be. Alas, many wizards prefer to hoard their knowledge in their towers.
I am not a wizard, young man. I'm a priest. We work for the people.
Is actually take a bow and quietly walk out. Then
Find yourself back on the streets of the city.
yeah, okay. Alrighty then. Is like around evening by now?
Uh, like a
Like,
5,
or like,
6 p.m.
Mhm. Yeah, maybe it's time for I assume there are many pubs and inns in this city. It's really probably a lot of sizable.
There's like one big one.
The one that's the one with the quest marker. I'll get to the big one.
There's the problem is like there's not you, there's not that like I'm gonna say there's like how many fucking pubs do you think there are in a town like this?
Hence the population. I'm sure the population is like probably like,
How large do you think the city is?
well in base Barovia it's like 300, but
Okay, no, but like even with a population of thousands, you don't need more than one fucking tavern. This isn't like Like, every like 10 locals needs their own little fucking bar.
VTM math.
But no, given
Alright.
the size, you can assume a couple of thousand people live here. If you include like the fucking outskirts as well. The farmlands and shit are. Although the forest does sort of limit that, so. I assume
Okay.
you go to the actual fucking inn.
Yeah, the actual inn, yeah.
You'll walk and it's quite busy. As yeah, you kind of walk in, take a seat at one of those smaller tables.
Anyone interesting around?
What does interesting mean?
Someone who stands out.
Glance around, there's a bunch of people you don't recognize.
A well-defined NPC amongst these seas of PS1
Yeah.
polygons.
It's like, what?
All right then. And I could all just I'll chat with the barkeep then.
Yeah, she's gonna sort of come over to the table. What can I get you, stranger?
Just a pint of ale.
She kind of like tilts her head, says, "You're not from around here."
No, I'm in fact new in town. My
Yeah,
second
well,
day.
Not gonna mind me asking how you plan on paying.
Well, the last time I offered my services, assisting with helping out. Red, why are you reacting like that? Oh, to the barter economy.
Barter
Yeah.
economy.
Yeah.
She kind of looks at you and says, "Cleaning floors?"
I have natural sorcerer's ability, so I can I can mend clothes. So that's the last time that's the last bar I drank here.
Okay, that sounds a bit more useful.
I can also I can also
Finish that
enhance your strength
sentence.
if necessary. Oh, sorry, yeah. I can also enhance your strength if you so desire.
No. Okay, let's just keep it to
Yeah. Mending and mass cleaning.
She like nods, says, "Listen, come out in the back. I have a couple of things that see how well you do, and based on that, we'll see what you get to drink."
Is that will not?
As yeah, she's gonna lead you in the back room. As she's gonna point out to a bunch of like sort of worn shirts and pants and generally worn clothes. Oh, see how well you can do.
Or show either hard or secure an advantage. Grant secure hard or the
I mean, yeah, you can only secure an advantage.
your thing.
Spellcasting.
Yeah.
Yeah. As you start sort of weaving spells and as the clothes seem to reknit themselves, it's gonna take you a bit to go through all of them, but eventually she's gonna see it. Good work, you're not all talk. Go back, sit down, and I'll get you something to eat and drink.
Thank you, my lady.
Yeah. As she's gonna bring out like this plate of like hot stew and some bread, and I'm gonna put down a tankard of ale. Yeah. You get to enjoy a nice meal.
You know,
Anything?
after after enjoying so actually sorry, alas was only and the favor was enough only for one tankard.
If you ask for more, it also give you food.
Yeah, no, so I will not ask for more.
Fucking wizards, man. Holy shit.
Yeah, in that case, it's actually try to to chat a bit with the locals, basically.
About, or just you just like and like sit yourself down at one of the other tables and like how is this gonna work? What's your approach here, and what are you trying to achieve?
Uh, I'll basically just get more info. Ideally, try to figure out maybe rumors and whatnot, basically. About whether, but that's why I asked for maybe there are some hunters around who basically would for. I was trying to like see if there's any hunters or like foresters and whatnot, basically. Outdoor outdoorsman type.
Roll me gather information.
I'll
I was
stop. All
about to
right.
say yeah, like half of them.
Yeah.
Like
That's what.
like
Yeah.
a lot of people. That's narrow it
Yeah.
down.
Get information. Strong of a match. Yeah,
Yeah.
basically that because I'm trying to ideally find out this. I'm still looking at Modern Canaan quest, basically like any rumors, basically or anything unusual in the woods. Basically, I can
How
just.
is this related to more than Canaan?
Oh. I
No.
thought Strahd said he was basically like banished, like a fucking got his mind. Let me go back in the logs. Maybe I'm misremembering stuff. If I'm accidentally metagaming grunt, I'm mistaken. But
I feel like you are, but like
oh, I'm
because
sorry. In that case, fuck.
I know what it says in the module, Mac, but that has
Oh
nothing to
fuck.
do
Did
with what
Strahd not say that?
happens.
Oh fuck. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. In that case, oops. I am
Shrud.
so sorry, Grunt. I am
No,
oops.
no, listen, there's nothing to be sorry about. The problem is that the module has nothing to do with the actual what's
Yeah,
happening here.
because
So
I think Strahd, I think that's what Strahd said that like Morton Kane was basically like, his mind got scrambled.
yeah, he got mind fucked, but how are these people like? If anything, they're gonna like basically the rumors that if you want to collect rumors, again, like most of the people here are either foresters, hunters, fishermen, farmers, that sort of thing. And if you want to target specifically hunters, there's a lot of rumors going about like beasts acting up in the forest, and that they're sort of talking to one another, giving tips and sort of which areas to avoid or which areas to be more careful recently. I can always spawn in some problems. Um, apparently, it's not the strong hit with the match. There's some problems. There's a lot of Vistani sort of going around the area asking questions, and people are a bit wary of them. I guess that would be the unusual rumor that has some of these, because otherwise it's just animals spotted here. Hey, avoid that area. Beasts here. We have rumors of bandits in this part. Nothing that seemingly is freaking them out. But the fact that the local Vistani, at least a couple of them are, asking a lot of questions rather aggressively is making people wary of them. You also realize that there's a camp, or rather an outpost in the woods that has, like, I think though you knew about this one, about the fucking Dusk Elves.
Yeah, the Dusk Elf settlement. Yeah.
Yeah, so you get a better idea on where that would be if you ever want to drop by, but you would be told that they're not really happy with visitors, so always be careful. Yeah, and unfortunately, your quest log does not. For the game.
I think I mixed up some information. He could just be yeah. He could just be a homeless man, and depending on how his mind has been fucked, he could be wherever. Get that.
You are correct. Yes.
Oh, this was a failed venture. What do you think of the
like
Vistani?
he's probably like he probably isn't just like a beggar in the streets, but like how would these people?
Yeah, it's true.
Like imagine you. Oh, I saw a guy in the woods. Okay.
That's true. That's true. How to spot? Fuck. Now you mention it, Grunt. I'm in fact stupid. My brain is made of stupid.
Fine. He's not some fucking wandering deer, unfortunately.
At least I got 2 momentum.
Yep. But yeah, as spend a couple of hours, and I guess she'll give you like a second tankard hanging out.
No. I'm hanging out with the F. That's a second tankard.
Fine. Gonna ask you eventually outside to fix more pants. I was gonna say you can also negotiate, remember. Barter system implies still negotiation. Carl will actually like sit down and be like, well, this is the last, maybe not. Actually, it is the last place I expected you to see. You know how to ring, wizard man?
A few tankards of ale. It also usually helps to fall asleep on some more harder surfaces.
Have you ever slept on a harder surface?
Sometimes so said.
You look
the time.
You look like your skin looks like that of a baby.
Well, let's just say I'm able to crawl and I'm able to crawl into some small hidey spaces, and also I'm able to harden my skin a bit.
He just kind of glances at you and laughs. Whatever you say. Listen, Red, I saw his fucking collar background. But yeah, Carl will say, well, you've been quite nosy.
Well, high five.
Is there anyone in this place you haven't asked about? Questions?
So distracts the ladies.
I pretty much went through all the tables twice.
Yeah. Yes, I'm quite a curious fellow.
Why do you have to say everything like you're some fucking storybook villain.
Yes, this guy comes in. It's about, I was about thank you, Zach, for making the joke. It's just a personal habit of speech.
Ah, no
Many,
wonder wizards are not popular. Huh.
yeah, most visitors are not socialites exactly.
Yeah, but you have to like say everything and
I'll try to be a bit more sociable. Mostly, plus the devil horns. In many villages, people don't even know what a tiefling is.
don't worry, these folks have seen worse. Point is,
I see.
what are you gonna do next? Been in town for like a day. Already kind of talked to half the locals. So like, what's next for you, Magic Man?
Well, I did talk with Lady Wachter. I'm gonna teach Stella the basics of the arcane arts.
Ah, I see.
I hear some disapproval in your voice.
Well, I didn't imagine you for a lackey, but oh,
Well, I gotta earn my keep here somehow.
there are multiple ways of doing that, my friend.
But why exactly are you against the prospect?
Me and Mom have disagreements on a lot of things.
Uh, yes, I don't think she sadly approves of your jovial nature.
Ah, well, luckily for her, she has a second son. I can dodge that responsibility.
What's but I don't see anything too harmful in teaching her daughter the basics of spellcasting.
Hmm. Kind of like shrugs. Oh, I don't know. Depends on what you can actually do with it. I have not seen too many magically inclined people, but all of them were assholes or dangerous. So I'm not sure if there's a correlation.
Many
Just
oh,
and just like you, they also spoke in vague, threatening words.
now that's what they teach at the academy. You see, the first lesson:
Must be.
textbook villainy.
Careful with my mother. She's a very savvy woman. Ruthless as well.
I mean, if I was able to figure that, I don't think a noble gets to keep her position here without any effort. There's a lot of politicking going around here.
Yes. And if she asks you to do something, it's never just that. So be careful how deep you tie yourself.
Thanks for the sound advice. I'll keep that in mind.
You'll nod. Oh, be off. Must woo some damsel somewhere.
Be careful that she isn't already wed to some other man.
I have a
Well,
nose for these things.
I see. Also, hopefully, agile reflexes to jump out the window.
I've been training since a youngster.
That's why she just chuckled slightly. There's some car walks out to commit some home wrecking. Right at Cheshire's heart.
As he like, yeah, he'll get up and sort of walk away. Yes, the fucking Vector bullet aimed at Cheshire, fucking being deployed.
The
A
last hope
sniper
of
rifle
blood.
has a long range.
He does have a long rifle, doesn't he?
Fine. Cheshire will eventually step foot into Valaki. And then the trap will be sprung.
If we have to do the invasion first, and that's gonna take some time, right?
We're gonna be finished with the invaders in like an afternoon. It's fine.
Falkovian's wait.
As Xerxes, as soon as like he gets up, someone brings like another tanker, then puts it down as Mivach just sort of stares at you, smiling. Well, you've been
Greetings
getting
again.
around.
Mostly talking and chatting.
I saw that. So, teacher.
At least for the basics, it should be more than sufficient.
Will be very fun to watch.
If you're into magical theory.
I wonder how far can someone go with just the basics? How much suffering can they inflict?
Depends on one's other skills and talents. How creatively they can apply them.
Although you're not gonna feel bad, right? After all, you're
Yes.
just teaching her the skills, doesn't matter what she uses them for.
This land isn't the most. I mean, it's the Shadowfell after all, so.
And yet, you went to the church. Asked questions at the monastery.
Oh yes, this place doesn't. By the way, brother, I want to ask: does this place have a public library, just in case? Because I was about to say, like, most cities do not have, in fact,
Yeah.
public libraries.
No,
Okay,
it
I was about to say, maybe I was about to say,
They're
there's
not
no.
that educated.
Yeah, I was about to say most cities don't have public libraries. And there are not many public libraries here.
No. But here I thought you were interested in the more arcane arts, and yet you go to the priests.
History is also one of my interests.
I don't think they have much on history there.
Sadly, they did not.
And yet you were in there for many hours, so must have read a lot of interesting things. Perhaps about this Morning Lord.
Are you familiar with his actual name?
Well, I am, but I like to keep up appearances. So, what do you think? Do you think about this island, hope, and this sea of sorrow?
Right now, I mean, I've only been here 2 days. Seems just like a small. I mean, obviously compared to the cities of the coast, or
No, I mean,
Shalam.
how 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 would you rate this place? What odds do you think it will have to keep afloat?
Well, with the backing of the proper authorities in the castle, not that bad. If obviously, if Lady Shar seriously wanted to crush this place, I think she would. But I think she has better things to do than crush random little cities in the Shadowfell.
Lady
Not sure.
Shar is, well, why would she want to crush anything? Do you think that's what she does? Crushes thing.
I'm not an expert in the cult of Shar. I'm obviously know the rumors and some of the supposed teaching have been taught. I know disconnecting from and embracing nothing. By the way, is this correct to assume that he would know that? Like, basically, like,
Yeah, you have
yeah.
like basic
Embra-
information.
yeah, embrace loss and whatnot.
Embracing and accepting passage of things is quite different from crushing them.
Yes. So, assuming she doesn't come along, or a surprise outside external force, I think, at least from my current knowledge, I think this place has a rather good chance of holding up. Of course, external events or something that I'm simply not aware of could, of course, change that quite quickly.
Of course.
As I said, I don't have the complete picture of this land. I've only been to 2 cities and obviously the castle.
Well, yes, but well, you seem to be quite curious. Oh, I think I'm gonna give you this piece of information for free. You want some actual historical knowledge that hasn't been altered, redacted. Well, I think the best way is to question people who were alive when the history books were being written.
I assume you
Now,
refer to the, I was like, as I say, I assume you refer to the Lich.
no, he would be quite biased. Him, the people at the castle, quite biased. But I know someone it's close to here that is, well, at the very least, he has a different kind of bias, opposite to the more popular.
I take it this person rests in the local Deska settlement or camp.
She nods. The oldest amongst them goes by the name of Casimir.
Would have been told by Ismark not too open to outsiders and foreigners.
Well,
Or a tight knit community.
I don't like the locals, but you're not a local.
Neither exactly. I'm also I've heard from Ismark that they're quite close to the Lady of the Night.
Which is why I could I'll give you something that will make it easier for you. Walk in a good word.
And all that for the price of free.
Price is my own amusement. You can roll me if you want secure advantage to wits if you want to like
Yeah.
sort of
Yeah, that most definitely. So we could.
yeah, she's not lying specifically. She doesn't there's no like isn't a trap for you to walk in there and be like, haha, now we have you. Like her like long term agenda, who the fuck knows? Maybe she's just fucking with you.
I mean that much I think clear, definitely. I don't think Zach's part of a grand scheme to consume the thing in the void. Will you lend me a little Starite amulet? Maybe the armor of a Justicia.
Get ahead of yourself.
I was merely jesting.
But I can talk with them. And well, they will let you pass.
I'm talking to a Shara cult. Not many of my colleagues have done that. Why not? It's just if it's
Well, I'll tell them to expect your arrival. Don't take too long. Gonna get up and walk away.
as yeah. I'll return back to Lady Walker's place. I assume it's like 8 or
Yeah,
something.
it's late now. Spend some time at the tavern. As you know what? Why not? Was there anything at the castle that you wanted to do before the invasion get triggered?
I need to start stealing some supplies, as in food, mainly.
Okay, why?
I assume I'm gonna leave the castle and I'm gonna be gone for a while, Grudge. Need to have food to survive out there if I don't have to do bartering systems. Mostly just snacks. Nothing. Not she's not gonna take like a
Okay.
whole water full. Nothing.
Okay.
Not doing that.
Take the free
Not-
peanut packages.
I'm not taking the peanut packages off the shelf or anything like that.
Yeah, you
It would
can
be
just
really funny if you get caught.
I just want to make some moon cakes or something. I don't know.
you can like grab some supplies.
Yeah.
Last you a while. Well, and by a while I mean like a couple of days, basically.
That's fine.
Um, but yeah, Shroud would ensure that the mess would sort of transport you directly to Valaki whenever you're ready to leave.
Yeah, I'll probably let him know about the Gertrude thing at one point before I go too, but not that I can think of right now, of course.
What exactly? Which thing?
That Gertrude has a job to kill a man in Valaki.
Okay. Okay.
I-
That's a conversation. He's yeah. He'll when you mention that he'll be like, you, what man?
No idea. She hasn't really told much to Cheshire, and I have a feeling it's not going to be good for us regardless, right?
Maybe trying to kill the vampire hunter.
Yes, my thoughts exactly. She used the words, as Cheshire told me, murderer, and Cheshire brought a good point that that could be murder for monsters as well as people. Regardless, I don't think she's telling Cheshire the whole truth, and I have a feeling she's going to use whatever, well, the heartstrings that Gertrude can pull for Cheshire. She's going to use them.
Do you think she will succeed?
I think Cheshire has some doubts in that regard, and that is a big boon. It's a big thing. Apparently, she's still being sent off to Valaki regardless. So I'm not too sure how much they are aware of your vampire hunters or not.
Well, I know who he is, but they probably just have a suspicion. They also can't just kill people in the streets. Arrest them without any reason. Must leave quickly. I need to speak with your friend.
Okay. Well, at the very least, Cheshire plans to go out and fight in an invasion, so it's a good time to give her some advice.
He'll nod. As he gets up, looks at it and says, "Thank you for everything."
Ah, no problem, Strahd. I'm here as a guest in your house.
I feel like you've more than that. Gotten yourself
I-
involved in a lot of trouble for. I'll be honest, at this point, little to no reward.
Ah, I told you already, Strahd. I like mysteries.
He's gonna smile and nod. Thank you.
Yeah. Sage just gives a smile as well and a nod too.
As yeah, he's gonna sort of instruct you where to go in the castle for the mist to take you to Valakia as he will speak to Cheshire.
Yeah.
As Cheshire, you're kind of in the courtyard getting ready. Any moment, the the invaders will arrive. As you see Strahd walking out, as everyone stands at attention, he just kind of dismisses the rest of the knights. We need to speak.
Yeah. Cheshire will just nod, lead the way.
No, here is fine. But whatever actions you may do, you may choose to follow your own code. Assassination in these lands is not a crime taken lightly.
Say, just told you then.
Yes.
I'll be honest, reason I told her was because her skill set is much better at getting to the bottom of things than mine is. And I'm at many things, Lord Strahd. I've killed before. On jobs, in the wilds, monsters and men. I'm not an assassin, and I won't kill people in the streets without reason or cause.
Because it sounds like you are much better at keeping others alive. You're done with the fighting out there. I'm gonna request that you work as a bodyguard. Keep this man safe from future assassins that will be no doubt sent after him. Because I think I know who he is. No, rather, he would say, I think I know who they're trying to target.
All right. To be honest, Gertrude did not inform me, but I know that she has to know. This is a task that she's been given.
I believe she is working with the Archmage, or at least working for her in some capacity. It would not surprise me. Her involvement with many schemes. You realize, Cheshire, that the village of Barovia was destabilized because of her. Ismark was the only mayor in the valley that actively stood up, and his father before him, and well, their father before that. They come from a long line of people that I've always respected for their bravery, for their integrity. Always tell the lords here to, well, shove it. But now he's gone. And I will take a guess that the person replacing him is, well, much less.
Bildrath, I think, is his name. Merchant.
Sounds like someone who will take about any deal as long as he gets to benefit from it. You may say you have no head for schemes, politics, but even you can understand that a community without a strong leader is a vulnerable community.
If the chieftain is weak, the tribe is vulnerable. The weak get picked off. The tribe dies. Yes, the Ertikant are very familiar with that.
I'm gonna need your help not only protect this man. I will need your help convincing Ismark to retake his position and fix the situation. Otherwise, I don't think it will improve for them.
Tashaya will nod at that.
Believe they are here. Good luck on the front lines.
Thank you.
Yeah. Gonna walk away as sort of the Barovian knights and some of the werewolves have gathered. As you're all gonna be sort of shrouded in mist. And all before too long, find yourself sort of back in the woods as a thick foliage lies all around you. As people start coordinating, as you can hear like movement coming across. And you can just roll me a battle roll, how well you do in the upcoming confrontation.
Yeah. Hey, Grant, I have a question.
Yes.
I know my rage ability only applies to like strike or clashing when during combat facing danger, but if I
Yeah, you can apply it here as well.
like
You
cool.
can add a +1.
Weak hit. Just real quick, I do then, once the rage is over, I do have to make an endurance stress move. I forgot to do that last time.
As you, the knights, and you see as the werewolves shift and begin tearing, it's a confusing battle through the woods. There's no real like, it's hard to maintain formation and battle lines, but as you manage to take out a few of these attackers that, as well, some of them look more human, some of them look less human. None of them look truly monstrous, but they are like decent combatants nonetheless. They are well equipped, but you all manage to eventually overwhelm them. Let me think about this. Yeah, why don't you give me like an endure harm roll?
Alrighty. Endure harm. +1.
Okay. So yeah, as you sort of, you will get injured several times, but it is nothing sort of fatal. As prowess in battlefield has definitely attracted attention. As yeah, you alone managed to at the end sort of, as you let out your last roar, a battle cry that reverberates through the woods kind of breaks the enemy's morale as they flee back into the mist. As everyone cheers. And you're gonna be brought back. You will see, Elka, the cleric, says, I presume from the lack of casualties and everyone's good spirits that you won?
Aye.
Congratulations. I assume you want someone to take a look at those wounds.
Well, I've had worse, but if you'd like.
It's nothing. As yeah, she's gonna heal a couple of the cuts and bruises, and it'll be basically brand new at the end. There's, we appreciate your service.
Thank you. Leave real quick with rages. It's like endurance -2. Does that mean I take -2 stress and then I roll the move?
Yeah.
Cool. So let me set my stress to 2, my spirit to 2, and then I'll roll that as well.
Yeah, well, you can take -1 momentum and gain +1 spirit.
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah.
So yeah. Honestly, it wasn't the cleanest fight, but you kind of dominated and didn't really have any trouble. As well, what are you gonna do after like everything is said and done?
After that, I mean, Cheshire's probably. Well, I mean, honestly, do you mean like long term or in the short term?
No, I mean like,
Like
after the battle now.
Yeah, after the battle, after everything's been cleaned up. I mean, after she's like, fucking talked to some people. Yeah, she's probably just gonna get ready to go to Valaki, because honestly, that's all roads seem to point to Valaki and the gun.
It does. As
I guess like one thing Tashai will be on the lookout for, like if there's anything like it looks like she can like take that's small and like that she can like, I don't know, give to like a fucking smith or like a merchant or something to like barter with, because yeah, coin doesn't actually mean much here. She's been told that a few times.
Basically, you would be, if you kind of sort of, you can also steal food from the kitchen if you want that as well. Some of the cutlery as well.
I am much less skilled in that than Sage.
Well, thing is, nobody's really gonna question you if you like, as long as you're not like super obvious with them. You can just kind of waltz in, take them. So they believe you're like, yes, guests would never steal.
I guess like if there was nothing to pick off up the battlefield, I guess like she'd take like probably like food for like a day or two, like just because like because she's not actually gonna steal from the fucking castle. That's not Cheshire's style. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, you can pack up some supplies. The problem is you would like if you started picking off things from the battlefield or like grabbing weapons. They would ask more questions about that than you grabbing the silverware.
Gotcha.
That would be more noticeable. But yeah, as you make your way, and similarly to Sage, Strahd would ensure that the mess work for you. For you to step into. At this point, it's late at night. Sage, once you would have gotten to the town, what would have been your first place of business?
Or
you
is
would
it oh good.
Because you would have gotten there in the afternoon, basically.
Well, you gotta get the lay of the land and try to start to ask some questions because she's a fine one person in particular. The name she was given, right? Von Richter.
Yeah. If you can roll me a gather information roll.
Yeah, she's gonna try not be too noticeable if she can help it. But do I add anything, Grunt? My senses or my ancestry at all?
No, because you're questioning people, not just like looking around.
Gotcha.
Still a strong hit. Well, there's yeah, I mean, people who are from the outside are sort of noticeable. There's not that many of them. You definitely hear about Xerxes being in town. And it's like, yeah, saw that guy. But yeah, once you mentioned his name, they would tell you that he is currently staying at the Burgomaster.
Hmm.
As he's like some sort of architect. He's like helping with some renovations and buildings.
Oh, wow. She's gonna try to make her way there if it's possible. Or what process she would need to do to try to have an audience with the Von Richter.
Yes, well, unfortunately for you, it did take some time to ask questions.
Mm.
As kind of just whistling down the street, looking at you, you see young, not so young man, but he just kind of like says, so many nosy travelers.
Is this a young man you're saying?
Yeah.
Says, oh, you know how it is. I'm a nosy gal. How can I help you, stranger? Or you have some fun information for me?
No, but you seem like new in town and you've been talking to a lot of the locals and you're not talking to me, so I feel excluded.
I'm sorry. Didn't mean to hurt your feelings, though. Bruise eagles and all that. May I ask the name of the person I've hurt so deeply?
Call me Carl.
Carl. Well, Carl? Do you have any fun information for me, or should I just say that I'm sorry and we'll move on from this, yes?
Don't have actual information, so I could buy you a drink.
Ooh, you could buy me a drink. That is a good step in the right direction. Can I add a plate of food to that as well?
I don't see why not.
I see we're gonna be the best of friends then, Carl.
Maybe more. Kind of winks.
Lead the way.
Yeah. God, as you're walking back, forgot how easy it is to fucking persuade you to do anything.
Look, Grant, I can insight to make sure he's not a psychopath, I assume. I want to get some food and then I'm going to move on to the Burgomaster.
He's just trying to get laid.
Is that what he's trying to do? Carl, I can't do
are
that.
a sexy woman.
I think you should do this. You should go for it.
You're a sexy woman. Woman.
Woman.
You have big bazungas.
This is look, Carl. I got a job to do, Carl.
I mean, yeah,
If
you
give me
can
some-
roll me like that. It's not. I don't have to roll. Like it's kind of obvious. He's trying to like, fucking.
Let's go back in time then. If that's the case, then Sage is like,
Can I
how
buy
would
you
she
a
say it?
drink? Ah, he wants to be friends.
No, I
Okay.
heard. What Sage heard was, oh, free food.
On his way back, Xerxes comically sees them walking along. Goddamn Sage. Does that?
But no, I need to I have a job to do. But no, before that, she's just like, well, I'll have to put a pause on that one. I have some new other people to meet, to say, sadly, Carl. Maybe next time.
Of course, of course. Listen, you can always find me at the tavern and maybe we'll catch up on that drink.
Wow, I look forward to seeing you again. Maybe you have something fun and interesting to tell me.
I guess we'll see.
Sass, I'm sorry, I have a job to do.
Percy sees Cheshire. Oh, my next catch.
I will not go fucking home tonight. Um, but yeah, as you'll head over. Gonna be sort of as you're walking down the street, you're gonna be sort of approached by a woman.
Oh,
Says, mind if we chat a bit?
well, as long as you're alright with chatting and walking, I assume.
You're asking questions about Rudolph.
Oh, yes. I'm a bit of a stranger here, and trying to hopefully get someone who knows a bit more about the lay of the land. I'm a bit lost without anyone to
You're also
help
very
me out.
obvious.
Ah, sorry. Didn't mean to cause any harm or alarm.
Are you also one of them?
There's only one of me, so no.
I mean the hunters.
No, I'm no hunter, that's for sure.
Why
A
do you
thief,
wanna
a scoundrel.
Why do you
All
wanna
that.
talk with him?
Well, like I said, I was kind of left here without my guide, and I was hoping he can point me in the right direction of a man.
Hmm. She kind of like looks at you, trying to size you up.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to size her up right back. Exactly.
I mean, you can roll me a wits roll.
Yeah, I think I will. Just regular old wits grunt.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
You can burn momentum and like flip it around. I would encourage you
Yeah.
to do so.
yeah.
She is clearly trying to see if she can trust you.
Mm.
She is clearly knows more about Rudolph than the fact that what he's pretending to be.
Look, normally I would be a lot more discreet about this whole thing, and I'm not trying to cause any harm, but it seems the Vistani has gone missing, and I need to find him. At the very least, I'm not here to cause trouble. I promise you.
Give a shit about the Vistani.
Mm.
I care about the guy you've been asking. You've been asking questions about Van Richten. You've not.
No, yeah, because I can't be telling people I'm looking for Aerogal, so
Yeah.
yes, I understand that, Grunt.
So yeah. So
Says-
this is in reference to Rudolph.
Yes, I says, all I want from Rudolph is just hopefully directions to the right person. That's really it. Like I said, I know what he does, but I'm not here for that. Just directions.
Fine, I can take you there.
Thank you.
As yeah, I'm gonna follow her along.
She will. Ask her name if she's willing to provide, of course.
Yeah, Muriel.
Muriel. Muriel? The name's Sage. Lovely to meet you.
Well, we'll see about that. Still not convinced. Must excuse my paranoia, but
No, it's good in these times, especially people who aren't familiar with this place. She kind of like forgot exactly. Assume you a newcomer here too?
no. As local as they are.
And
Tell me, do you
is-
also want to find the Vistani to take you out? I presume.
hopefully, if I'm lucky, yeah.
She kind of sighs.
Is everything all right?
I suppose it was too much to hope for that. You were also here to help us end the tyranny of Strahd.
Yeah, that replaced with the dark, gloomy everything here.
Hmm.
I kind of figured this. Well, me being here was probably a mistake. No offense.
Vistani bring people often. So, the only way someone who would want to kill Strahd ends up here is by mistake.
Well, I've only been here. Well, God, how long have we been here, Grunt? 2, 3 days? 4?
What? No, it's been like
I don't,
2 weeks at this point.
okay. Thank you. Uh, I've only been here 14 days, and so far I've this place. No offense, sucks ass.
Yeah. I agree.
Well, who knows? Maybe we'll get some good news, right?
I'm not sure why you think Rudolph has information you seek, but
Oh,
very least you don't seem to be one of his agents. You're a
yeah.
bit too obvious.
Like I said, I'm a thief and a scoundrel more than anything else. And you're the only other person I think who's also been similar situation than as I am.
She nods.
No.
She's gonna bring you to one of the houses. You walk inside. She's gonna shout his name a couple of times, and there's no reply. She'll be like, "I should be back by nightfall, anyways."
So, what does a architect, as she air quotes, what does he do around here? Just help build new places that, or what exactly?
A lot of the battlements and defenses have, well, lack maintenance. He's helping them fix that.
And what are you exactly? His assistant?
No. I'm merely the one providing housing so that he doesn't get shanked in the night by one of Strahd's agents.
Oh, that sounds nice, at the very least. Do you just do that at the kindness of your heart, or?
No. But you ask a lot of questions for someone who doesn't want to be involved.
I'm nosy.
Yeah. Spies are also nosy.
That's also true. But I always pick and choose the things I like to keep an eye out for. This seems like a fun mystery, and then honestly, I wanted to add some small talk. We can move on to something else if it makes it more comfortable.
Well, either you want to help, or you're here to... Maybe you are just a bad spy.
I could be a very bad spy indeed, yes. I promise you, I don't want trouble. That's for sure.
Gonna hang back, I'll make some small talk unless you have any particular questions.
Probably the small talks. Probably ask about this burgomaster here because I didn't know anything about him. But
Gonna
and if
inform
it's
you. Sorry, what?
okay. No, go ahead. Finish that one.
Yeah, she's gonna inform you about Vargas. Just some general tidbits that, unlike Barovia, who selects their burgomeister every several years, here you get voted in for life. Which kind of makes the whole concept of being mayor stupid, but that's how they pass the laws here to ensure that they don't get like ousted. It's much harder to remove someone from power around here.
And then I think the second question would be: is it common for spies of Strahd to go out and shake this guy? Apparently.
Would you like a vampire hunter to be roaming around in your lands?
True. I guess this is bad no matter what.
They can't do anything to him publicly, so they'll try and do it behind closed doors.
That sounds about. Well, I guess no matter what happens, there's always a type of thing going on even here.
Nods. Eventually, as night will fall, gonna switch as Cheshire. You walk through the mists.
So like Grunt, though, I think we could probably wrap up the session.
Yeah, just like a couple more minutes. And you walk into the town as there's like light coming from some like guards patrolling with torches and some of the houses. As someone is like walking up with a torch towards you. Like, oh, you look lost there, friend.
Shy will look over.
You see like a young man just sort of looking at you.
First time in Valaki, yeah.
Well, it's a lot of outsiders recently. First, the devil. Now you.
See blue.
Yes. Very hard to notice.
Yeah.
Not to notice.
I saw him. We split off at the village, though. Guess everyone ends up here, though.
Well, it's a big town. Do you have lodging, perhaps?
No.
Then well, I was just making my way back from the tavern. I think there's another spare bedroom we could offer to travelers like yourself.
What? Kind, very kind.
Kindness is just what I do. A gesture for you to walk down a specific road. And that's where we'll end off the session.